lovelies. I am Madam Crystal Butterfly, and right now, my lovelies, I am staying at this nice hotel in the dimension I told you I landed in my last video. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm taking a little break from the dimension hopping. Yes, I want to get home, but the wand's all over the place. I don't know when I'm going to bump into this Hephaestus guy so he can get me a new one, so just taking a little break from dimension hopping. So, just sat back and relaxed all day and cuddled up with a nice book of dark romantic poetry called Thorns of My Heart by D.L. Tillery. This is the third work by this author that I have read. Unlike the first two stories that I have reviewed on this channel that she wrote, this work is not a work of horror. Okay, fine, it's dark romantic poetry, but that is not exactly the same as a horror story via the fact that the writing style is different. And it was interesting seeing this author's range to write in a different writing style. Tillery has been a writer/poet since childhood. Her first poetic work was first published in an anthology when she was 19. After she published it, she knew it was only a matter of time before she published Thorns of My Heart. She also has a dark romantic poetry series on her YouTube channel called Lair of Mistress, where she reads her dark poetry with visuals and text on screen. When Tillery was around 12 or 13, she knew she wanted to be a published author and writer. She has written a lot since then, and she's made it known she still has more writing to do. Unlike some of her stories, Tillery did not need to do any research for this book via the fact that this is a book of poetry, so she needed to worry more about making a list of prompts for each poem. When working on this story's final layout, both the order of the poems and some poems changed when she did her rereading, since she writes rhyme-style poetry. If Tillery had the opportunity to meet any of the characters in her stories, she would tell them not to be too upset with her when bad things go down. Which is much nicer than me. In my case, I would head for the hills and not even talk to them because I do a lot of mean things to them and completely mess up their lives. I asked her if she had the opportunity to hang out with a famous author, who would she love to spend an entire day with, just hanging out, and she said R.A. Salvatore. She loves his work. Drizzard is her favorite fantasy character. She would just fangirl all day. Let's take a moment to get more into the details of this particular poetic work. This anthology of 100 evocative poems invites readers to delve into the shadowy depths of love, exploring the darker facets of the heart. Within these pages, Tillery weaves a tapestry of emotions where love and loss intertwine like thorns, leaving an indelible mark on the soul. This collection resonates with the echoes of supernatural beings, their mystical presence adding an ethereal allure to the tales of twisted obsession and forbidden desires. D.L. Tillery's poetic prowess invites both dark romance enthusiasts and incurable romantics to surrender to the intoxication intoxicating blend of passion and melancholy. Each poem is a carefully crafted dance between light and the shadows, where love is a complex maze and the heart a garden of thorns. Feel the pulse of forbidden love as supernatural forces entangle mortal hearts. Sense the ache of longing and intoxication of desire as you navigate the haunting verses that echo with the essence of undying passion. This is a book for those who crave the allure of dark romance and the yearning of twisted obsession. Thorns of My Heart promises an unforgettable journey through the labyrinth of love. Open your heart to the darkness and let the thorns of passion pierce your soul in this extraordinary collection that will leave you spellbound and enchanted. My lovelies, allow me a moment to read you a little bit of one of the poems from this interesting work. Twisted realms where shadows weave their trance, seductive whispers, a forbidden dance. Your gaze is a mesmerizing stare, and foreboding, yes? I'm ensnared, caught in the web you have declared. Fingers like the touch of a nocturnal breeze, a haunting caress, a spell that won't appease, yearning to dissolve in your immortal grace. A dance with darkness in love's elusive chase. When daylight wanes and the night draws near, eternity beckons, dispelling every fear. Mortal soul gone to waste, lured by your embrace. Alright, my lovelies, before we move on to me telling you how many butterflies this story got, let's take a moment to talk a little bit about the poem I just read. Alright, my lovelies, so I plan to keep my thoughts on this particular poem short. Only because this is a poem I feel that a person should read and experience for themselves to get the full vibe of it and take it in, but at the same time I still want to talk to you all a little bit about it. So in this poem you have the main character making the decision to become a vampire to be with their lover. Yes, a person deciding to be a vampire for love is a story we've all heard before, but what Tillery does that I don't always see a lot of media do, yes, there is media that has done this before, but I did enjoy her take on really having the person think about what becoming a vampire will mean. They have to give up their humanity. They have to give up pretty much all of their old relationships. They have to give up relaxing on the gosh darn beach for a world of eternal night just to be with their lover. And how huge of a commitment making that decision would be, in addition to the overwhelming allure that's there to become a part of this world of eternal night, and how wrapped up they are in this desire. Thorns of My Heart has earned a unsurprising 5 butterflies out of 5. This book, like the other works Tillery has written that I have read, I just found to be absolutely amazing. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're a poetry lover and you have the gall not to get this book. Stop being mean to yourself and enjoy fantastic poetic works like the one in this particular book. Alright, my lovelies, really quick. Before I go, please, 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 if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Leave me a little comment. And if you have not yet, slap that subscribe button like it owes you money. And don't forget to give that little notification bell a ring, alright? And with that, my lovelies, this video is a wrap. Now, if you please come with me as we dance into a world of magic.